There it is. Darth Vader freaking out. He's too excited.
GSL
He's got his mask on, but a paper bag to his mask mouth.
His favorite player, Trap, might be going to the GSL Finals for the second time in a row. The first time ever a Protoss would ever do that.
I'm freaking out. Okay. I got to say, I'm really impressed with Trap. He is the full package of Protoss right now.
Yeah.
Great proxy play. The initial attack was held off. Insta dive into Dark Templars. Maru, 4-time GSL Code S winner, totally fooled. Game 3, Trap just slowly with brilliant macro play, great understanding of economics and how to combine your units correctly to push, closes that out in a macro game. Maru only won the first game, and that was on Cobalt, which again was kind of our it's the map that stands out. It's so different from the rest of the maps that, you know, I don't know that we can really
Well,
point
we
to
said
that.
going into it that it wouldn't really mean much.
Yeah, so he needs a win. And the scary part about being down 1-3 in a best of 7 is your opponent has several opportunities to experiment or take a risk or all in. And if it doesn't work, you know, they're not eliminated yet. Whereas you have to make every decision perfectly. Any risk you take has to pay off. So I'm really excited to see what Maru's going to do here. Next map, Thunderbird, and that has loaded up. Game 5 starts now.
Jin Air Green Wings, Trap. Jin Air Green Wings, Maru.
Still no proxies this series. Maru not proxying.
Yeah, it was actually Trap that was the first one to do something aggressive. And now I don't know if we're going to see any proxies from Maru here.
Well,
you know?
Maybe he felt like playing with both hands tied behind his back.
The thing is that if he does proxy, who is he proxied against the most in practice? Probably Trap, right? So Trap probably knows the in and outs.
Trap, I would say, would be Creator. He makes Creator sit there and get proxied all day.
Okay, but stay with me. Stay with me on this. I think Trap knows all of the possible proxies that Maru does. I mean, when you're in the team house, specifically with rushes and cheeses, you tend to get a really good feel for, you know, what they might do. And so maybe Maru's opting out of it because of that. I don't know.
Possibly. But here we are, Thunderbird. This generally gives us bigger macro games as well. Protoss likes to play very, very greedily here. We already saw some great greedy defense from Trap.
So,
he nailed that build on King's Cove.
Yeah.
He had so many units when Maru got there.
We were even questioning when he attacked out after the 1-1 finish. We thought, well, there's no way to trap this army here. But he even then made it work, closing that out with a big push at the end. By the way, it appears that this probe is going to hide. Or I thought it was. Hold on. Like right as I started to say it, the probe moved out and is now going to be killed. So never mind.
Haha. All right, Twilight coming up. But obviously nothing like that previous game.
Most likely not.
Well, he didn't proxy Gate, and he's already got his Nexus, so I would say definitely not. If he went DT here, that's like a build that doesn't even exist. We're just making things up now.
Yeah.
If he goes DT. If he goes Twilight into double Stargate with no Twilight upgrades, that's a build that doesn't exist as well, just FYI. It's even stupider than the DT.
1 base, 2 forges, even dumber than that.
Yeah.
This is going to be crazy if Trap wins his 4-1. Because I was so confident out of all the matches we had, this one would be going to Game 7.
You know, actually, my thought coming in today was that if it was a 4-1, it would be Trap, and if there was a 4-3, it would be Maru.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, that was honestly my thought, because Maru has been a little bit up and down over the past few months. His play against Ragnarok was some of the best play that we've seen, but we haven't seen him dominate a Protoss in any recent games, whereas Trap has looked fantastic. So it's like either Maru is super bringing it, in which case it would be a good close series, or Trap is just like, no, I got this. This is too easy. And look at that. He's getting Blink, a Robo, and a Nexus. He's doing all the things.
Yeah, well, I think he just has decided he'll play it safe this time around and tech up. And I guess maybe part of the game plan, at least in this, but we'll see if it's going to be true in Game 6 and 7 if we have those as well, is that he's saying, well, I'll just hold off whatever Maru does. But besides Game 4, which was, of course, the DT killer closer, basically, Trap just kind of fought off whatever Maru had, got ahead, and then kept Maru out of the late game. Okay, hold on. Now, Blink is like moments away from finishing, about 15 seconds out.
This is a crucial moment in this game. If he can actually get any decent damage with this medevac, that would be gigantic. Because Maru will be moving out with his 3 base time, or a 3 racks timing. Ooh. All right, gets away. That's important, at least.
Yeah.
If he just loses that strap doing nothing, Trap is starting to think about PVZ builds.
Yeah. Okay, so that third Nexus is coming along.
Do you see just how greedy Trap is? Okay?
Yeah,
he went Blink, Robo, and Nexus, all up 1 gate, added 2 gates. He's like, oh, I'm going to be safe. 2 gates, 2 forges immediately thereafter.
Yeah, he's basically ensuring that if it's a long game and Maru is unable to do damage right away, Trap should be, like, untouchable. And the thing is like, you can look at this and say, well, how do you stop it? Well, you just need a successful attack. But then what has been the story of most of this game post-Game 1?
Yeah.
Is Maru unable to succeed in attack. So Maru maybe playing a game where he's reacting to the failures of the last 3 games says, well, let me try to really power up. Well, already Trap is doing exactly that. So if Maru does follow what might be the most logical way to fix your own play, Trap can match it. Oh. And here's the thing, Maru didn't attack in just yet. Now,
he will, though.
Yeah, he will. With these 3 racks, the Raven and the Army, everything else, he's going to be coming out here. Now, the question is, did Trap cut too many corners? Because there's also a chance that Maru just smashes Trap because he just got too greedy. We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see how flexible Protoss can truly be in this moment when you're trapped.
This is so interesting to see, too. He threw down a Photon Cannon. I'm not sure exactly where that is. But he has no shield batteries at the top of his ramp.
Yeah, one thing about this series is we just haven't seen shield batteries that much at all.
Well, it feels like Trap has put some additional optimization, because we see people do builds very similar to what Trap is doing all the time, and they'll, like, throw down a battery or 2 at the top of a ramp, right?
Right.
And be like, okay, that'll help me hold. But it seems like he is getting very, very smooth with this.
Well, it seems like he wants to invest just in more units instead of relying on a battery, have an army that's a little bit bigger.
Yes.
If he can do that balancing act perfectly, then maybe he can hold it. I think the
Look, he's going to have 1-1. He's going to have 1-1 right before. I think it's just an anti-drop cannon, so maybe in the natural or the main base?
It's in the natural.
Okay. Look at this. Okay, comes out, pushes back. Oh, this is a scary army still from Maru.
Okay. He might have pulled a little bit too far down the ramp. Force fields are going to be important. There's only 2 sentries in the mix. 1 force field, unimpactful.
That was a good anti-armor, but it's not going to last too much longer here.
It's almost done.
He's continuing to move forward. He has a lot of mines that have not detonated yet.
Okay,
Great force
that was the force field he was looking for. A clumsy pickup there by Maru. He tries to back up and relocate. Now remember, the 3 bases have kicked in, so the production is very, very strong right now for Trap.
Yeah, he's got a lot of gates. I think 8 gates right now. Ooh, targets down a couple of those Widow Mines. Kills another couple as well.
A good sacking of those 3 Zealots to make the Widow Mines basically useless, and now there's no ground to kite off of here for Terran. And does he actually, I was wondering, does he want to seesaw this back here? It looks like he's just making sure he's safe. He'll warp in again. Does Trap just take a 4th now?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. It seems like he has held. It would be good to get into some splash damage and take a 4th now. That was good, though. That was like a good scuffle back and forth there. Obviously, Trap doing a good job. He already has 2-2 on the way now, Psystorm and a Prism, so he's kind of getting all those tools that he does need. Although I do feel like that's going to give Maru a bit of a better chance than the Disruptor in some ways.
And look at that.
Yeah, nice defense.
This is We usually talk about this with Zergs, where like you're against a Zerg player that's so good, you never really get to leave your base. Like you come out and all your stuff dies, and you just go, I don't understand this game. This is sort of what it seems like Maru's experiencing. His trap just always has enough, and is always one base ahead.
Yeah,
oh my God!
His defensive positioning and his eyes in the minimap are really phenomenal.
The patience here from Trap is incredible.
Yeah.
And again, no batteries. Just has.
He needs a battery.
Yeah. He's like, well, why
you
don't
could buy
I
a Zealot for that.
He's like, can batteries attack tasteless? I'm like, no. He's like, well, why would I make them?
Tasteless, why are you so dumb?
Oh, hold on.
Whoa, did he actually say it? Yeah,
I think he saw the edge of it. He might not know how many, but it doesn't matter. He's more than ready.
Well, hopefully Maru, yeah, he scans. So it's like, oh, okay, you did see that. Okay, no problem. We'll do something else. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Is there a High Templar in here?
No, but there's Zealots in the main now.
Ouch.
And those are going to warp in. And now Terran. I mean, Terran can't do anything. The 4th base is finishing up. Oh my God, even that gets away. Come on, just at least give him the Warp Prism.
I know.
Come on, Trap.
Give him something here. I normally don't ask for gives to Maru, but Trap is just unbelievable. He's out of control, man. Look at that. 14 SCVs killed and saved his Prism.
It's almost as though Maru was so good at Terran for so long that he's unintentionally created a PvT monster that cannot be stopped now.
It's his own doing.
It's his own doing.
Yeah.
He got so good at this that Trap has finally mastered this matchup in such a way that it's truly incredible. Watch, the hallucination going to go right in there. Oh, I think we see the idea, though. He was trying to bait the mines out, but...
and he hit this attack within seconds of 2-2 finishing, but it looks like there is a good enough defensive arc up there and a nice anti-armor missile as well as EMP.
What? That's fine. Trap, I don't think cares. I think he can stay on the low ground, wait it out. Maru needs to get another base. This is a matchup where you kind of need to be almost even on bases. One can be slightly ahead of the other, but not for long.
I believe he did finish his 4th CC right above here. Yeah, so he will be able to fly this down and take it. I don't know if Trap is going to sit here and try to fight, because that's just going to come down to EMPs versus Side Storms, I think, if he does. 2-2 is going to be finishing up here for Maru, so that's really, really important as well. Okay, we might be getting ourselves into a real macro game here. Look at this overall. They got the same workers, very similar army supplies. We do have Colossus Tech or Disruptor Tech on the way. Let's see which one that is. Disruptors once again.
Yeah, this angle is going to be almost impossible for Trap to ever engage.
Yeah,
I mean, that's just such a good position.
I love, though, by the way, as soon as he gets in that Robotech, he's been adding Prism speed in those games. Which, that upgrade is... It's, like, tragic how not often people get it and how they should get it every game.
Yeah,
I mean, amazing upgrade.
Not being able to kill a Warp Prism. Sometimes what
well, just flying it over turrets even. It's like its speed gets ridiculous.
Look at how efficient Trap is in here. Always dropping 3 to 4 Zealots over there, and then an immediate mass Zealot warp in here. And this causes a soft spot over here by the 4th. Now, it is a planetary with, I want to say, something like 8 ghosts over there. Oh my God, he's going to go for the eBay now, getting upgrades here as well.
Very, very. Trap's still looking for that way in. That's a lot of Immortals and High Templars. You got to be careful around that. Of course, EMP can do quite some good work.
But so far, the EMP has not hit those Templars, which is really what the EMP is there for.
Trap, of course, has taken his 5th. It's Maru, a base down right now. Disruptors starting to come in. It's a great weapon against those ghosts.
Yeah, especially with Protoss having a foothold onto this high ground. Okay, here we go. Oh my God, this disruption ball could be so good. It pushes the army back. That allows Protoss to set up. But the planetary is a real threat here. You have to make a very serious decision of whether or not you're going to commit to that when you're in front of a planetary.
Uses some disables there. It looks like Trap was already deciding to pull back, so those disables a little bit wasted.
Cloak on the way now. Disruptors continuing to come out 2 at a time. But again, you know, as we mentioned earlier, Maru did get that 4th base up. He's mining from it. He's still in this game. They're both maxing out.
They actually have similar banks as well.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. This is a scary army once again. Hard to micro from Trap, but obviously Maru has that same type of problem, dodging all these disruptor balls.
Okay, this is a lot of... Oh! This dive from Maru is pretty insane.
Oh my god, some disruptor balls hitting, some don't. Maru really coming forward with the punish right now. Getting on top of everything. Look at that, the save on the High Templar even.
Oh my god, this fight is insane here.
These are ridiculous amounts of splash damage being thrown out here from Trap. Maru continuing to micro forward though. The fireman tearing over here. You're supposed to run away and he runs in.
He dominated that so hard. I think that Trap was not expecting to have such force from Maru.
Yeah.
You could see the disruptor shots were not quite synced up with where the army was supposed to be. A lot of those shots didn't get off. Maru then dodged the storms like basically perfectly.
He flipped a switch, man, and he's like, I'm going, that's it. We're gonna fight.
It was Maru basically being passive for minutes back there as Trap was trying to set up an edge in. And then suddenly Maru just exploded out onto the map, killing everything. Very patient, smart play here by Maru.
Ooh, the Cloak Ghost moving forward right now, trying to get rid of some of these High Templars.
Yeah, going for snipe here.
Yeah, the defensive storms try to help.
Okay,
Ooh, he's reduced the splash a fair amount. Look at this, he might even get that prism. Ooh, very good disruption ball. Some good EMPs going off, but these disruptors are adding a lot of value. Look at that one disruptor turning around, going back.
Yeah. Well, that was some
I
build
thought
up
he was going to sit on the high ground and then, you know, be like, oh, here you come. Instead, it was a scouting disruptor.
Okay, almost losing 2 Archons there. Trap needs to be careful because one of the easiest ways to lose a lead when you're actually in a position like this is you attack in too many times and suddenly this unit composition you were building up the entire game has disappeared. And Terran, which it's actually much easier for Terran to just build up their core unit comp, which is Marines and Marauders and Medevacs. You know, they can easily spill back out onto the map and start taking bases out.
What do you think about this switch into Colossus now? Because that's what we would normally see, but obviously Disruptor has grown in popularity a lot lately, but to switch now back into Colossus.
Well, it might allow him to actually fight off armies when it's just going to come down to, like, my army versus your army and a lot less of just kind of tight control here.
Oh my god, is Maru? No, he's not.
No, he does. I cannot believe he lost that.
Well, he gave a lot of units to end up killing that.
Yeah, it might be a lopsided trade in reality. But now Maru does not have that 5th at 12 o'clock, and you could probably pound into that several more times over and just deny that expansion from ever starting up.
Well, he has no idea that that Nexus is there. If he did, for sure he'd go over and kill it. Oh my god.
Oh my god, those are the plays that you need. Did not get a pick up there. Another disruption shot. That one is dodged.
That was a lot of supply going away.
Yeah.
Some high quality units.
It's going to immediately refill, but a serious loss there. And again, Trap, a lot of this game is going to come down to the suiciding on top of the planetary.
Just the fact that Maru doesn't know, see, he scans now and realizes, oh my god, this is where all those attacks have been coming from, and it's been a base with plenty of extra income for Trap.
Now the army pushing through the bottom here. I think he might even try to go into the 4th again.
Oh! 2 ghosts there. This is just...
I think it's time to sack this base here.
Yeah, it might be. Tries to pick off some of these disruptors.
Oh my god, almost got every ghost.
Yeah. The disruptors, that's a breath-holding moment. All right, gets back in there. Looks like he wants to attack once again into this expansion of Trap. Important to get that down. He can't really retreat out of here. He's got to engage it. A bunch of EMPs do go down. I mean, he's got a decent amount of Vikings in here.
Does this work?
I think that he holds. I think he kills everything Trap has.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I mean, that angle was so bad for Protoss. But, I mean, his SCV's pulled here. Yeah, that was a big mistake. We've now, I think all the robo units have been killed off now in this game.
Yeah, I think so.
This may be an opportunity for Maru to try to come back. As we were saying earlier, if Protoss takes bad fights, you know, it's much easier to just make all your units out of the barracks than it is to try to get the right robo units, Immortals, Disruptors, Colossi, even War Prisms, Observers. I mean, these are the most important
they're the backbone
units,
of the army, really.
Yeah, Gateway units are always replenishable. Even Templars on some level.
Yeah, you can warp in as many Templars as you have gas for. You can't do that with the robo units.
Yeah, it's forgivable.
One thing to mention is Maru expanded to 9 during all that. So that's really, really important. Sometimes hard to actually keep track of where he's expanding to, but to get that base, kill all the high-tech units, and kill one of Trap's bases, feels like that could have been the turning point, really.
Okay. Quick question here. Does Trap know about the 9 o'clock base? And we've never seen anything go over there. I mean,
I don't know if he knows the 9. I don't know if he knows
There's
it.
not been a single zealot or a stalker to run behind the minerals where the planetary is or anything like that. So I'm just wondering.
Oh. Ooh, nice little split there.
Well, we know he knows now.
He definitely knows.
Probably would have been better to have that DT alone there, just trying to hit workers with all this action going on. Okay.
Actually, oh my god.
We're gonna have a nukes thrown in here.
It's kind of funny. I guess it'll force everything back for
just in case there's any Zergs watching.
Want to make you feel like this is your matchup too. This is all about inclusivity here at the GSL.
That's right. He cancels the nuke, of course, because he realizes the army has been threatened by it and backs off, so he doesn't want that to land and damage his area.
Well, he scanned as well and saw that there are no creep tumors, and that's normally what you're using the nuke for anyway.
Yeah, right, yeah.
These disruption balls just flying off the sides. I feel like he's a computer program. Whenever he sees a Terran army somewhere, a disruption ball goes towards it.
Yeah. Okay, he's going to try to come right in here, and this is a pretty good area to wedge your army into. You're no longer going for expansions, you're just going for their infrastructure. This also screws up a lot of rally points, especially with how spread out a lot of the production is. This might just work. Hold on. Let's see.
Though. I mean, it's a big concave. Yeah, that is a scary trap army, though. The 4 Colossus adding so much damage in here. Look at those Stalkers picking off the Vikings, so the Colossus can't be picked off.
Yeah, the Colossi, I don't see them or their HP going down anytime soon here.
No, he's trying to kill them with, like, ghosts and stuff.
Oh, the Stalkers, as they disappear.
Oh, God.
What?
Oh, he missed micro there because he was trying to pull back.
Okay, so that was a huge mistake there. Storm's coming down on these... Again, another planetary bites the dust.
Yeah, Trap's still doing a good job here.
And he's going to send DTs up here. I got to say, man, Trap is so solid with his control.
Oh, he's looking good. His harassment on all the sides as well is just unbelievable. More Stalkers, more Colossuses.
So many games where you think it would come down to a big attack. It's actually Trap just being everywhere at once and doing so much damage to so many different spots. It's just hard for Maru to keep up. Maru has, by the way, 39 workers to Trap's 66. Trap's bases basically unscathed.
For a very long time.
Yeah. Now he's running out of locations to acquire, by the way, which might become a factor later on if Maru can hunker down and just last here, and then maybe Trap gets in a weird spot where he needs one more base, and it's finally going to be Maru's turn to fight back.
It's a good point. 66 workers is a 3-base economy, and you look at his mineral patches, and yeah, that's about what he's got going on right now. So that is going to become an issue for Trap if he doesn't get another Nexus up, but everything is pretty far away. Gives Maru some opportunity to attack it.
I even love the DTs coming out here and there because it makes you use those scans.
I'd love if you would get DT blink as well, like a situation like this.
Oh, and just blink away when the scan comes down?
Yeah. DT blink. Almost always worth it.
Okay, this is going to be hard to fight. Granted, there is a planetary there.
Yeah, the 3 disruptors in here make this so... Oh my god, how does he have this many Zealots? That was good EMPs, though.
Okay, the disruptor shot's doing what they can. Colossi still in the bank.
Well... It's a lot of Zerg Protoss units here.
Feels like it's a Zerg with how many units are here.
The amount of Zealots running in there, I'm like, damn, that's a lot of Roaches.
There's still a lot of Marines. As long as there's something to get in front of these Colossi, though. Oh, he tries to target this down, and it fails. GG!
Wow.
Trap is in the finals of the GSL Codas. He'll be facing off against Rogue. Maru, a 4-time GSL Codas champion, will not be in his 5th finals.
No, not this time. Maybe next year. Hope to see it happen eventually. Someone winning that big G5L trophy. But congrats to Trap. Really just puts on a clinic of PvT. His PvT is so unbelievably strong.
I'm so impressed with how well Trap played there. I mean, this guy is exhibiting the best late-game PvT ever, man. It's really something.
It is amazing to watch, actually, how strong he is.
The Zealots going there, War Prism speed being used, DT sent out, storm drops happening, pushes coming in.
The disruptor zoning, unbelievable.
Go ahead, Andy.
In that PBT match, it is Trap who comes out on top, and he advances to the finals. Congratulations, thank you.
자, 2연속 결승 진출에
And you made it to the finals 2 times in a row. And you've successfully avenged your defeat in season 1. How do you feel? Well, while preparing for the round of 4, I knew it was going to be a really hard one. I'm just really happy and everything feels so real right now.
이렇게 단기간에 다른 결과를 만들어냈다는
And it's so amazing that you were able to achieve something so great in such a short time.
이 피해에서 아주 회복도 하기 힘든 시간이었는데 오늘 혹시 이 1점의 스코어 내중점 혹시 아쉬우신가요?
Today, are you disappointed that you gave a single set?
그냥 결과적으로 이겼으니까.
Well, in the end, I won, so
어떻게
I'm
이렇게 단기간에
happy.
빠르게 복수에 성공할 수 있었을까요?
How were you able to
그
make such a great
원동력이 뭐라고
preparation in such a
생각하세요?
short time? What was the motivation behind it?
솔직히 성주랑 할 땐 무난하게
Well,
하면
playing against Maru,
힘들기도 하고.
if I go orthodox, it's really hard.
좋았잖아요. 그래서 제 스타일대로 안
So,
하고 좀 맞춤식으로.
I didn't stick with my own playstyle.
맞춤식으로 하려고
I kind of
했다.
used some
확실히
variations.
조성주 선수에 대해서 모든 것을 다 파악하고 있는 것처럼 느껴졌습니다.
And it felt like you really knew what Maru was going to do all
또
game.
암흑기사 들어가는 타이밍까지 모든 걸
And everything you did today, everything you executed was so
같았거든요.
perfect, like the DTs and
조성주
stuff.
선수에 대해서 시즌 1보다 더 많이 알고 있는 결실이라고 생각하시나요?
And do you think you know more about Maru compared to season 1?
그렇다기보다는 좀 많이 지면서
I don't say
그때도
that,
지면서 배워가지고.
But after losing a lot to Maru, I learned a lot.
보면서 생각도 많이 하고
And then I
해가지고
reflected on my stuff.
그러다
I
보니까
had some feedbacks.
결과가 좋게 나온 것 같아요.
And in the end, I got some
그
good
증거
results.
보셨다는 얘기를 더 해볼게요. 사전 인터뷰 때 4대 0으로
In the
졌었던
pre-match
게임을
interview,
바로 경기 전날에 다시 보셨다고 해서
you said
놀랐습니다.
that you
사실 그
reflected
경기를 보면
back on
더
the
안 좋은
defeat
기억이
in season
많이 떠오를
1.
것 같은데 스스로 좀 멘탈이 많이 강하신
And
편이라고
do you feel
생각하세요?
like your mentality is strong right now?
강해지고 있는 중이라고
I feel like it's
생각하고요.
in the process of getting stronger.
그리고 제가 어제하고 엊그저께
But
자는데
yesterday
지는 꿈을
And the day
꿨었어요.
before, I
이분도
dreamed
또
of
잘
myself
지는
losing,
꿈을 꾸셨다고 하네요.
in this
이병렬
matchup.
선수도 그랬었죠. 그
and that's what Rock
결과가요?
said as well.
그래서 제가 원래 꿈을 잘 안 꾸는.
So I normally
이틀
don't
연속
have
지는 꿈을
dreams
꾸는 거예요.
often.
그래가지고 뭔가 마음이 편했어요.
So I
꿈에서
actually
먼저
felt
져서 그런지.
comfortable because I
꿈에서
lost in the dream.
졌으니까 실제로는 이길 것이다.
이미 져봤으니까.
So since I lost in the dream,
이번엔 좀
I had no
이겼으면
pressure
좋겠다,
coming in
이런
today.
마음으로 했어요.
그렇군요. 자, 오늘 1세트를 내줬지만 이후
You
네
gave up the
승리를
first set,
거뒀습니다.
but you did
분열계 대박이
gain
나왔던
4 consecutive wins
아크로폴리스
to secure
상대가
your spot.
거신 조합을 예상했기 때문에 더 유리한 싸움을 할 수 있었는데요.
And the opponent
오늘
anticipated the Colossus,
명장면마다
and
분열계가
then
많았어요.
the
이런
game played out that way.
거신 예상 이런 것까지 다 계산해 있으셨나요?
And did you
네,
Did you
성주도
anticipate Maru
제
to
스타일을 잘 알 거라고
expect the
생각했기
Colossus?
때문에 원래 제 개념이라면은 거신 가는 게 맞는 상황에서
normally I would go for Colossus
분열기를 갔어요. 한번
and
뽑았어요.
go for a disruptor as well.
이렇게 멋진 또 심리전이 있었기 때문에
And there was
좋은
some
결과를
excellent battle
만들어내신
wits
것
today.
같습니다. 자, 4강도 진에어 내전이었는데
In the round of 4,
결승도
it was a
진에어
junior
내전입니다.
in-house
GSL
scrim,
역대 최초의
but the
진에어
finals will be a
팀킬
junior
결승전인데요.
team kill as
솔직히
well.
4강에서는 진에어를 이렇게 계속 만나봤지만 결승전은
You
느낌이
kept
다를
going
것
up against
같아요.
junior
어떠신가요?
members in the round of 4, but in the finals,
그래도
It's
마음
quite
편하게
new.
할 수 있을 것 같아요. 그래도
well, I think I can play with comfortably
팀원이라서
같은
since he's the
팀원이라서
same
오히려
team,
마음이
same
편해요.
team.
같은 팀원이니까 뭔가 친구니까 그래서
Since he's a
편한 건
friend.
있는데 적으라서 좀 불편하네요.
So there's not much pressure,
저그라서
but I'm just
불편하다.
really
이병렬 선수는
got it
내심
that he's a
자기를
Zerg
원하는
player.
것 같다고 하셨거든요.
평소에 병렬이가 말하는 걸 지켜보면
Normally when I
저를
see
좀 편해하는
Rock,
것 같아요. 스타일
he
때문에
feels like
그런지.
I feel like he really thinks of me as a easy opponent.
저는 좀 편해하는 것 같아요.
아, 그래요?
So yeah, I
그런
think he does.
이병렬 선수에게 멋지게 복수에 성공할 수 있을지 무척 기대가
So we'll
되는데요.
see if you can take your
부모님
revenge
혹시 오셨나요?
against Rock.
네.
오셨어요.
Are your parents here today?
이번 시즌 3 부모님께 우승하시는
In
모습
season 3,
보여주고 싶으실 텐데요.
you probably want to show your parents
네, 그렇죠.
of yourself holding the trophy.
보여드리고 싶으실 텐데 올해 마지막 결승전 또 각오 마지막으로
And
부탁드립니다.
before we finish the interview, could you tell us your
시즌 1 때
determination?
4강 갔고 시즌 2 때 준우승했고
Season 1, I went to round
우승만 남은
4.
것
Season
같아요.
2, I went to the
그래서
finals. I think all there's left for me is to win the finals.
이번에도 졌던 상대에게 복수를 했고 또
And this time,
결승전에서
I took my
진 경험이
revenge
있기
against the
때문에
player I lost to before.
그걸 생각하면서 준비 잘해서
So I'll just try to make thorough preparation
좋은 모습
in order to show good
보여드리도록
performance in
하겠습니다.
the finals.
네, 마지막으로 한 가지만 더 요청드릴게요.
Just one more.
팬분들이 정말 많이
There are
오셨어요.
so many fans here
팬분들께
today. Like
한마디
the venue is
마지막으로
astir
해주시죠.
with the fans. Any words to the fans?
저를 오랫동안 응원해주신 분들은 오래 기다리셨을 텐데
And I'm pretty sure all the fans
앞으로는
have waited for a long
계속
time
좋은
for this
성적
moment.
거둘 수 있도록
But from now on, I'll try to
응원해
show good
주셨으면
performance
좋겠습니다.
consistently.
네, 다시 한번
Thank you.
결승 진출 축하드립니다.
Once again, congratulations on your win today.
Thank you, Andy.
네, 지금까지
he had
2연속
a
결승
dream
진출에 성공한 진에어 그린윙스
that he
조성호
lost.
선수 만나봤습니다.
Welcome to GSL Inception,
That's
where
right.
to win you must lose in your dream.
That's right. Because if you lose in the dream, you win in real life.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that everyone's starting to believe in dreams affecting the outcome of reality. That's wonderful. So, back-to-back GSL finals. Pretty sick. 2 consecutive GSL final, first time as a Protoss. Hear that, Tasteless?
What? I didn't know that. That's cool.
Now that they've done that, I think they need another nerf.
Yeah, let's just take him down another peg, man.
Yeah, and Junior Green Wings team kill finals for the first time. All right. So we have our finals. It's going to be a ZVP Rogue versus Trap next weekend, the 28th, 5 p.m. KST.
That's right. If you're unable to get a ticket online, you can try to come down to our venue. The ticket sales start at 2 p.m. Wait, is that right?
I believe that's correct.
Yeah, that's what they told us.
Yeah, but you should probably just try to get them on Monday.
Yeah, well, definitely. If you can get them online, get them that way. It is 2 tickets per person. So if you're with a group, you're going to have to coordinate here. If it's 6 of you, if my math serves me correctly, if there's one thing I learned in school, that means 3 of you need to buy 2 tickets each.
Or, I mean, the thing is, it could be 3 buying 2 each.
Or
It could
4
be 4
buying
people.
1 and then
yeah.
1 person buying 2. But
Yeah.
really, if you're doing it right, it's 3 buying 2.
Could be 5 people with
No,
5
it can't.
people buying
No,
1,
it
and then the other guy just didn't do it, and now
You could
he's
have 5 people
screwed.
buying 1 and then the other guy just doesn't come at all.
Yeah.
I mean, that's also possible.
There could be 6 buying their own ticket. Could be 2 of them that were lazy and thought that each other was going to buy the ticket, and they blame each other, and now they're not
Yeah.
friends anymore.
Yeah.
And they can
There's
only
that
get
as well.
standing room tickets then?
By the way, if you're here in the studio, when the show closes, do not go away. We have a giveaway at the end of the show.
That's right.
Although it's going to be hard to win, man.
Yeah, there's a lot
For
of
the
people
number
here.
of people that are here, it's totally packed. I think it's going to be hard to get in our finals.
Yeah, no doubt. A lot of people have been coming to the round of 4.
Here is at the bottom of our screen is the information that you will need. Screenshot that if you're going to be coming down here. If you're overseas, buy the ticket first, then buy the airline ticket.
That's right.
That's what we recommend.
Yeah.
Or I guess you could buy the airline ticket and then camp outside the.
Yeah, that works too. You can do that.
It's your
That'd be
life. You
fun.
do what you want.
Yeah. In fact, you can buy the airline ticket and just gamble and try to get in.
Yeah.
You-
Yeah.
I don't know. You can do some Mission Impossible stuff, come through the roof. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do
Whatever you want, man.
whatever you
if you
feel
get
like.
past our GSL laser defense system, that is.
Yeah. And our GSL bodyguards.
Yeah.
Andy catches you trying to get in here, he will rip you apart.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
He goes right for the wrist, like, ugh, like that. You're
Yeah.
going to play StarCraft again.
That's what happened to Tasteless.
That's right. I tried to sneak in here without my ID. I'm like, but I work here. I'm tasteless. What a short series, by the way.
Yeah, it was pretty quick. It's pretty quick.
I mean, I'm glad it wasn't a 4-0, but wow, I thought it was going to be longer. But even the macro games, Trap just showed how dominant he really is. I mean, he really, yeah, he has this way of just getting in that lead, and then he becomes so abusive. He hits from so many different angles. I'm curious if that's what it's going to look like against Rogue. PVZ is obviously a very different state. A lot of Protosses are much more reliant on timing attacks.
Yeah.
Which I think Trap is also good at. But I think it's going to be, in this case, probably Rogue playing more the role of what Trap did here today. So we'll have to see if Trap can
Absolutely.
really bring a completely different type of Protoss.
Yeah, I have no idea what he's going to prep, and it's a different situation because you're prepping against a teammate. So very, very difficult to say. In my opinion, I think it's a Rogue favored finals. I think he's finally going to get his championship.
Yeah.
We'll see, though. And if he does, that guarantees him that BlizzCon spot, too. He's probably going to get it, but there's possibilities with Super Tournament coming up that things could go wrong.
Yeah, don't forget, when we do finish GSL Code S, we have a little bit of time off, but then the Super Tournament comes.
Pretty
so maybe
quickly.
you can't come out to our GSL Code S finals, you're always welcome to be at our Super Tournament finals. It's a 4-day marathon tournament that we do here. And then BlizzCon's coming up.
I know. That's right around the corner at this point.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us. It was a really fun day. Rogue vs. Trap's going to be awesome. We love you. Have a good morning, afternoon, or night, wherever you are.
This is my world.
Let's make it count.
I must practice tones. Next, GSL Season 3.